Hey, Broken Tea Society members, we're here with Cameron McCormick, and today, as part of the index experiment, everyone wants to work the ball. We need to work the ball. When we talk about moving the ball, folks are after that little left to right, that buttercut,
little baby fade,
that little baby fade. You see John Rahm, and you see so many great players playing that direction, playing that shape. Can you help us get there?
Yeah, indeed. In fact, what I'm about to describe applies whether a person has a desire to hit a fade or a draw. It's an understanding fundamentally of what causes that ball to curve in the air. And then the rules can be applied directly whether you're a right-hander or a left-hander. So agnostic to what side of the ball you stand on or what shape you want to play. It's an understanding of what creates curve. And so what causes that ball to curve is fundamentally a shift in the spin axis. So as I describe or use that word, I'll describe for the viewers what spin axis is. Drop that one down. So we have a golf ball sitting on the ground, and we'll call the equator of the golf ball horizontal to the ground. A golf ball that does not curve in the air spins around a very, very level to the ground axis. A ball that's drawing or moving to my left, that axis is tilted, causing the ball to draw for a right-hander. For a fade to happen, we have to shift the spin axis or tilt the spin axis to the right, given the impact that we make, and that will cause the ball to curve to the right. So that's the effect we're looking to have on the golf ball, but that golf ball sitting there waiting for instructions from that golf club. What causes that spin axis to tilt is when there is a difference between the white stick, the direction the club head is traveling, that's known as club path, and then the angle that the face meets that golf ball at impact. So we'll call the black stick here with the red top on it face angle at impact, and we'll call the white stick club path. This would be your stock shape. Your club path is traveling to the right of the target line, which is the blue stick out front. So white club path. The ball launches on the club face, the black stick, and then curves to the left, because the black stick is more to the left or more closed than the white stick. So a simple rule of thumb is the ball launches on the face and curves away from the path, right? Face is to the left of the path, the ball's going to curve to the left. So if that's stock, then for you, we need to shift to the opposite side. We need to have a change in club path to the left of target line and a change in face angle to the right of club path. That's the impact we need to make. There are options in terms of how we kind of plug and play or toggle around with this. Principally, the easiest way to affect club path is, we'll throw it as a question to you. What? How would we affect club path the easiest way?
The way we line up.
Fundamentally aiming. Just shifting the base alignment, your toe alignment, your body alignment, now to the left. Now, with most good players, they adapt pretty quickly just to an alignment change that affects the club path. With the knowledge that the face needs to be more open, given half a chance, 1, 2, or 3 shots, they're going to adjust very, very quickly. If they don't adjust, in fact, we'll give you one chance to demonstrate. And if you don't quite adjust immediately, then I'm going to give you an effect on the club face that causes your ball to fade.
Okay.
But for starters, I would say a person needs to adjust their alignment some 5 to 7 degrees in their stance aim from 0 if they're typically a square alignment player.
Okay.
So we'll run an experiment here. Going to line up parallel to the white stick on the ground, that being the thing that's going to drive your path more to the left, and then just look out into the distance, kind of see the ball curving left to right on this wind.
All right.
And then give it a swing and see how we do. Yeah, nice job. So immediately you affected that shape. And the reason you affected that shape is, are you ready to run down the rabbit hole here?
I'm ready.
Ready to run down the rabbit hole. As coaches, we understand one thing. There's perception and action, and they're tied together. When a player perceives that they're aimed off target, they're going to create a response, and that response is, I'm going to hold that club face because I want that ball going that way. Conversely, if I took a fader and shut their stance down, there's a really strong probability that they're going to see and feel themselves aiming over here, and they're going to close that face to path. But what if they don't, right? It's one thing to say that it's a high possibility that it does, but what if that time you created the same face to path relationship? Here's what we do. We'll set you up again.
Okay.
Aiming on the white, take your stance. And we're gonna create a little rehearsal, a little practice of the impact that we're intending on making to prime that face alignment at impact. And it's gonna look like this. Place the club behind the ball, and then I want you to push the handle forward and open the face up. Now that would be a lot. That much face angle open at impact is actually gonna launch the ball further to the right than we actually want.
Yeah.
Right? But we need to feel a lot to find a little bit in the actual swing. And this applies for those people that the reaction isn't immediate. So we rehearse the impact, we return that club, we see that it's open, and then we start our swing and try and produce that.
All right, rehearsing.
And we got more of the effect than we really need, didn't we?
We got a lot of effects.
We got a ball that launched 5 degrees right of our target line, a crummy kind of wicked slice, crop duster slice. But yet that wasn't necessary for you, but it is necessary in the situation where someone's not responsive to the immediate change in face to path just because of their perception.
Yeah.
Feel free to strike it again there. Yeah, lovely job. Oh, almost with the fade, actually, almost.
What?
So when you see that shot, you know that the club path was traveling across target line. You can actually see it in the divot. The divot direction is a suggestion to the club path. There's no certainty that that's the club path, but the ball's launching out here, and since it didn't curve at all, you know that face to path was just square. They were just pointing in the same direction. Yeah. So the fundamental understanding is what curves the ball is the tilt and the spin axis. What drives the tilt and the spin axis is the face looking in a different direction to the club path. The path of least resistance is change the club path by changing your aim. And then with the assumption that the face doesn't move in response to your aim moving, then you have to rehearse that face moving. So more closed if you want to draw it, more open if you want to fade it.
Simple stuff, and it's fun.
Awesome.
Thanks, Cameron.
All right, you're welcome.